My name is Steve Luke. I'm the head brewer and founder of Cloudburst Brewing. I have known Dick Cantwell since 2010. I started working for him that year at Elysian Brewing Company and shortly took over the Fields location. Dick wouldn't hire me at first. No. Dick never responded to my email for a job, so I had to come in multiple times until he decided to hire me. After working so closely side by side with Dick over the course of a 5-year period, I am so happy to welcome Dick into the Washington Beer Hall of Fame. I have so many memories of Dick. Dick is a very intense human being. Working with Dick is like walking out into a hurricane in all the best ways. He was a force to be reckoned with. He had, almost 20 years of making phenomenal beer. Inventive beer. Beer that kind of predated where we are today. He was throwing spices in tea and IPAs. He was using New Zealand or Japanese hops, before a lot of us even knew what those things were. The dare I say hundreds of pumpkin beers that kind of came out of Elysian for the 20 plus years. So Dick stood up, as a dissenting voice. And kind of brought punk rock back to the generation of craft brewers that I'm in. Seattle has always kind of been this punk rock scene, especially as far as music and labels kind of go. And we've kind of always had that soul. I think Dick kind of paved the way for a lot of breweries that currently exist in Seattle and Washington and the Northwest, on the West Coast, all over the country to kind of stay true to your values. He's brilliant and he knows that. And there's often many a reference when talking to Dick that is going to be over your head and just smile and nod as the story goes on. I believe the legacy of Dick will be, this gritty heart and soul of Northwest craft beer, combined with always kind of pushing boundaries and creating new things. I'd say not to really rest on your laurels. There's only so many people, I think, in this industry, in this country, that can say they continue to evolve and to make better and better beer throughout, decades-long careers. Yeah, never challenge Dick to a swimming contest because he still swims miles per week in a pool, or maybe it's a scummy pond, on his property. Let's raise a toast to Dick Cantwell with stern regard.